Hi, this week we are studying Indiana Waterways as week 3 of Indiana Studies Weekly. Adventures on the Wabash. My name is Wabashini. I am 10 years old and very excited. My father, chief of our small tribe, is finally taking me on the trip I have dreamt of forever. As a small child, I learned that I was named for a great river west of here. It's located in what the white man calls Northwest Territory. There are only a few people remaining in this small tribe of ours. We were once a very great and proud nation. I love to hear the stories grandmother tells about our people. Most white men don't even know we still live in these woods, but that's a story for another time. Today, I just want to jump into our family canoes with my dog, Wawasi, and paddle down my river, the mighty Wabash. I will remember every detail of the great journey. We put our canoes in near the settlement of Logansport. It is very beautiful here. The river flows west, and we are careful not to be seen as we travel. We don't want to draw attention to ourselves. The Eel River is just ahead, Wabashini, cries my father from the lead canoe. The river widens out and flows swiftly as the eel joins the mighty Wabash. My arms grow weary, and I am happy in the thought that we will soon stop and spend the night along the river. The women will gather comfrey, pennyroyal, willow, and chickweed. We'll use these herbs to treat illnesses and injuries in the future. Supper is made of deer jerky, nettle tops, blackberries, and roasted chestnuts, all washed down with sassafras tea. I will sleep. My muscles tired, and my stomach full. The next day finds us again paddling through wide stretches of water. First, the Tippecanoe River joins the waters of the Wabash, and next the Wildcat Creek. This is indeed a mighty river and serves our people well. We see a few settlements and some white children playing along the shore. I wonder if we play the same kind of games. What do you think? Do you think you play the same games as Native Americans did back then? We travel a fast section of water where the river has narrowed. The land around us is becoming hilly, and often my canoe speeds almost uncontrollably down the river. I work hard to keep it straight and to follow my father. We are now traveling southwest. Toward the end of the day, we pull our canoes to shore. Wawasi trots off after my little brother and the men of the tribe to hunt wild turkey. I cannot wait to smell the bird roasting on a spit over the campfire for supper. I am content to set up camp and haul water for cooking. Another day brings us the sightings of passenger pigeons and whippoorwills as we move down the river. I am proud to be able to point out maple, sycamore, papaw, and sumac trees to my little cousins. So passenger pigeons and whippoorwills are kinds of birds, whereas the maple, sycamore, papaw, and sumac trees are all trees. I have the true eagle eye of the Miami Nation. Grandmother has taught me well. We are now paddling due south, and I am happy when we camp for another night. My arms are weary from paddling. The night is clear, and I can see the Great Bear in the sky. I wish grandmother were here to tell me the stories of the stars. Do you know what the Great Bear in the sky is? Today we will pass over settlements and tributaries. I know when we pass Sugar Creek and then Raccoon Creek that we are close to our destination. I have become more skillful and strong during our travels down the river. When we reach the city of Terre Haute, the adventure will be done. I will be sad to see it end, but I will remember always the wonderful time I have had. I have enjoyed the paddling, the camping, and playing with my family and dog. Most important, however, I am proud to have traveled this river for which I was named. So her name was Wabashini, which in her language means the Wabash River. And then here's she and her dog, Wawasi, in their canoe. Do you think that you would have been able to paddle down the Great Wabash River by yourself with just your dog, not anyone else to help? We're also going to read the top of page 2. It's called Indiana Waterways, And waterways were very important to the early pioneers because it was how they got around from place to place. Indiana Waterways. This week, let's look at Indiana's useful, fun, and beautiful waterways. What good is water? No one would ever deny that water has some important uses. Just ask a farmer, sailor, or a thirsty person. Or ask a fish. And let's not forget another thing that water is great for: pure, clean fun. Indiana is just full of ways to use water. How did we get the Great Lakes? Would you believe that during the Ice Age, the area that is now the Great Lakes was just a plain? There's a giant rock formation north of here called the Canadian Shield. During the Ice Age, glaciers hammered away at the shield and piled up rocks just south of it. These deposits of rocks dammed the runoff of the melting glaciers, made like a wall where the water of where the glaciers could not go any further. These deposits of rocks, I read that already. Well, as it turned out, the melted glaciers went nowhere. That's right. That's why today we have the beautiful freshwater Great Lakes. They're the puddles that are left behind by the giant glaciers. From west to east, these are our 5 Great Lakes. We should always remember them by the acronym HOME, H-O-M-E, HOMES, H-O-M-E-S. From west to east, they are Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, Lake Huron, Lake Erie, and Lake Ontario. So if we say it by using the acronym HOMES, we say Lake Huron for H, Lake Ontario for O, Lake Michigan for M, Lake Erie for E, and Lake Superior for S. Have you learned the easy way to remember their names? Just think of the word HOMES. Now match the first letter of each lake to one of the letters. This is an example of a mnemonic, a memory device for learning specific items. With which of the 5 Great Lakes are Hoosiers most familiar? So which of the 5 lakes are we closest to and do we use the most? You should know it. It starts with the M. How does your river flow? Do you notice something about the map of Indiana rivers? Most of the rivers seem to flow from east to west or east to southwest. Look at the St. Joseph River. It looks like it's going in a circle. Do you have a ball handy? Place the ball in the palm of your hand. If I was with you, I'd be doing this. And on a flat surface, place the ball in your hand. Tilt your hand in one direction and see how the ball rolls out of your hand in that direction. Now put the ball back in your hand and tilt your hand in the other direction. Of course, the ball now goes in that direction. The same is true about the tilt of the land here in Indiana. Remember what you know about objects moving from higher places to lower places. Then consider the Wabash River. It begins just south of Fort Wayne, which is at an elevation, that's the height above sea level, of 839 feet. It flows through Terre Haute, which is 485 feet, toward Evansville, which is 397 feet. For the most part, eastern Indiana is higher than the western portion. All right, and so that's why most of our rivers flow east to west. Let me show you a picture here. And these are the rivers of Indiana. Tomorrow we will decide which of the rivers is named which one. We'll see if we can figure them out, which is which. All right, that's it for Social Studies today. See you later.